Hi guys, welcome back to my tutorial. Myself Farzana and today it's time to discuss about word to wake. Before we dive, let's start with simple example. Let's take three words. Induction stove, oven, cutie cutie, cat. Since we are human, we can understand that the words oven and induction stove are deeply related to each other, which means words oven and induction should have similar vector. Vector is nothing but a number, but the words oven and cat should be far from each other. But how machine will understand this? That's what we are going to discuss. Before we jump to what's word to wake, we discuss what's the limitation in other technique. In a count vector and TF-ID vectorizer, how many vector attached to a word so far? Only one. Do you guys remember in our previous tutorial? One vector is assigned to a word. But in word to vec, 100 plus vectors to a single word, which means instead of attaching a single vector to a single word, we are attaching array of number to a single word. Here in this example, for water, we displayed with an array of number. So, what's the logic and why we say word to vec is so powerful than TF-IDF? This is the question from you guys, right? Answer is so simple, similar word. When this knowledge is there with machine, it could better classify and perform sentiment analysis. Do you guys remember we did sentiment analysis in previous tutorial where we end up with 80% accuracy, which is good, but still we want more. As a human, you and me will come up with an accuracy of 99%, but still machine with 80%. Why? What's the reason do you guys think why it's low performance on sentiment analysis part? Because we are not telling the machine which words are important with respect to similar. In TF-IDF, word is independent of others. It doesn't matter about similarity. It doesn't tell you whether oven and induction is similar or not. It will just tell you oven is important in dataset, induction is important in dataset, and cat is important in dataset. That's it. So that's the reason here word to wake comes into picture. So what is word to wake? Word to vec is a group of related models used to produce word embeddings. It's a two-layer neural network that will process text and train to reconstruct linguistic context of words. The word to vec tool takes a text corpus as input and produces a vector space. Most of them will think that word to vec is a deep neural network. No guys, it's not a deep neural network, but the output given by its numerical form can be used to process within deep neural network. What's the main difference or approach used in word to vec is idea of using a dense distributed representation for each word. What does dense means? It means non-zero. In TF-IDF and count vector, there are too many zeros. See, for two sentence itself, we have n number of zeros, which means it simply confuse machine. It's just a noise, not giving importance to context. Means it's not able to identify king and man are same, women and queen are same. That's the reason we are coming in a new way to tell men and king are same by using lot of dimension. That is word to vec. Imagine instead of having a 2 dimension, when we have 100 dimension means the result will be so accurate, right? How? More the number of feature, better the result. Do we have any prerequisite for this? Yes. Knowledge of how a neural network works and the mechanism by which weight in a neural network are updated. If you guys are new to neural network, I would suggest please visit basics of deep learning playlist. Basic idea how Word-to-vec work. Word2Vec takes a text corpus as input and produce word vectors as an output. It will first construct a vocabulary of unique words from the text corpus, which was used as a training data set, and then learns vector representation of words. When enough data and context are being given, it gives a very accurate output about the semantics of words. Semantic is nothing but the meaning based on the training data set. Those semantic can be used to establish word associations between words or cluster documents and classify them by topic. So what it simply says, when the corpus is good, vector is good. So it all depends on corpus. This is done from Wikipedia, where they trained with a good amount of training data. So it understands that king and queen are similar, man and women are similar, and it tested with a verb tense as well as with the country and capital. How cosine similarity works? So simple to understand. When the angle is 90 degree, there is no similarity. When the angle is 0 degree, it has a very good similarity. Let's understand. 0 degree angle difference means it has a total similarity. 90 degree angle difference means which has no similarity. Here we use cosine distance between the two vectors can be easily calculated using the dot product of the vector. So the word similarity in terms of cosine distance can be expressed as, when cosine distance is 1, the angle is 0, which means two vectors are equal. When the cosine distance is 0, angle is 90 degree, which means two vectors are perpendicular. So when the vector is perpendicular, there is no relation to each other. Why do we use cosine similarity on word vec? Answer is simple. To get similarity between two words. But why cosine? Not Euclidean distance? You guys have any question in this? Dump all your questions. We are going to discuss in detail under recommended system playlist. So stay tuned for that. Now let's understand the formula. If you are not clear with maths, then deep learning will be like a black magic. So now it's time to find the word that is more similar to beautiful, not by the language, by using cosine similarity. So here we have three words. One is beautiful, stunning and garden. By using the cosine similarity, we want to find which word is similar to beautiful. So this is the formula, and once the calculation is done, the cosine similarity between beautiful and stunning is 0.99. So which is close to 1. So cosine similarity between beautiful and stunning has more similarity when compared to beautiful and garden, which has just 0.38. So now let's understand with one more use case or one more example. Here our target is octobus. We want to find which is the most similar with respect to octobus. So here crayfish, lobster and starfish are the most similar animal, and tuna, worm, catfish are least similar animal by using the cosine similarity. So now the question is, how are these values obtained, right? By using two models, nothing but skipgram and continuous bag of words. That we will discuss in the next tutorial. I hope the content is useful. Please like, share and subscribe. Catch you soon in the next session. Till then, Fazana signing off.